Hi everybody, my name is Seth. I'm here with Beckley. We're at Gracie, Vermont, bringing you another move of the week. Last time we were here, we were looking at a series from the knee shield, using this knee shield half guard to set up either the Kimura or the loop choke. We started with the idea of what is a half guard and how do we get into one. So we're going to establish our knee shield again, but instead of looking for that Kimura loop choke, we're going to look for a different combination using the same arm, but looking for a different sleeve. So let's start with Beckley on top of me, and she has an underhook, and she has the head control. And again, this is not what we would consider half guard. She is closer to mount than I am to playing guard. So the first thing I need to do is establish my half guard. Frame goes in on the hip, other hand comes in and frames the neck. Inside leg stays draped, and I give a big bridge and a shrimp. At the end of that shrimp, my knee comes in, my hands come back. So what we looked at last time was, what if they're driving forward and I start to look for this Kimura knee shield? But today we're gonna look at them hanging back. So no forward pressure, they're kind of sitting back. So first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna look to see if I can get my cross grip. I'm gonna reach across and grab that sleeve. When I get the sleeve, I'm gonna pull it across my body with an effort to get on my elbow. Release the knee shield, pull the sleeve, land on the elbow. As soon as I get here, my other hand grabs the belt, and if she doesn't react, I simply start to take her back. Come up, put my hooks in, start my attack game. But more than likely when we get to this position, when I drag the arm and sit up and grab the belt, they'll start to drive into me. That's when I'm gonna do three things. One, as she drives me back to my back, I'm gonna start to pull the belt. Two, I'm gonna escape my knee, my bottom knee, so that it can come across the hip so that I can start to push. And three, I'm gonna use this sleeve grip to drive into her. So as she starts to drive into me, I got my knee out, I'm pulling the belt, I push the sleeve, and we roll all the way across to the top. This is a sweep we call the easy roll, and it's simply because if you do this correct and they start to defend the back take, it's very easy to roll them across. So again, I'm in the knee shield, and I reach for the sleeve. I'm gonna pull this across the body, grab the belt, she drives into me, escape the bottom knee, use it to drive them across their hips, come up to the top. Now, the only other piece of this is most people do not like to let their opponents get a cross grip. Whether it's a cross grip on the collar, cross grip on the pants, cross grip on the sleeve. Sometimes when you reach for that cross grip, your opponent's gonna hide that arm. So, a small little trick that we can do to make that wrist easier to grab. I'm in my knee shield, and when I reach for my cross grip, Becky hides that arm. She doesn't want me to get it. So, I'm simply gonna sit up on my elbow, and I'm gonna put my hand into her armpit for an underhook. Now this should set off some red flags to say underhooks are bad. So Beckley pummels her hand back in. I'm gonna circle my hand again. This might happen a couple of times, but on one of those times when she goes to pummel, I'm gonna drop my arm. I'm gonna trap that hand out in front of us, and when we do that, that's when I'll reach and grab that sleeve, pull it across, get the belt. Either I take the back, or she drives into me, and I easy roll across the body to the top side. This is a very simple, easy roll sweep used when your opponent defends the back take off of an arm drag. This is another technique in the series of knee shield that we teach. My name is Seth. This is Beckley. We're at Gracie, Vermont, bringing you another move of the week.